set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Blair Walsh of the Seahawks approaches and kicks it away. Here we go from Seattle. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards on the ground. Freeman again, a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end Hooper.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Baldwin goes in motion right. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Wilson. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He's got Curse. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete outright to Curse. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Freeman again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there. And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle. Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. Now Wilson on second down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards remain now. Still first down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 19. 4.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. Second down carry for Brosais. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. was hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. In motion is the tight end Graham. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 22-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it, baby. Single slide. 19. Easy.
In motion is the tight end Graham. On 3rd down, Procise. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To me, this isn't even a question. I think that they'll go. When they have a chance to put a dent in the lead, even with a whole second half to play, I think they have to do it. This isn't a risk. This is a necessity.
They'll run it with Lacey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down, and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Lacey will try again. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll come out in the pistol. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. In motion is the tight end Graham. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
On second down, rolls. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 87 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down following the run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the night, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He
私を抱い